Remember the electric load center video, breaker box, electric meter and all that? And I was saying that I did not know where the electrical bonding to the house was. And this is where the electrical bonding for the house is. This is the cold water supply line to the water heater. And this water heater is 6 years old. They last about 10. It won't die on its 10th birthday usually. It might die sooner. Or it could last longer. We're up in the attic. That's our safety pan. There's our water temperature pressure relief valve, and that's the water drain lines, and I'm looking at how they go out. And to the best of my ability, I think that the temperature pressure relief valve is the one that's facing north, and so that one would be the one that was positioned properly outside. I don't want people stepping on my piping. I want people stepping on your piping. How about the gas piping? You want people stepping on your gas piping? I don't want people stepping on my gas piping. All this gas piping, all this piping should have been covered with a wooden barrier, and probably painted red too, so that people don't step on it. Okay, our flue's properly supported, but if you can see daylight, water can get in. We got insulation coming to our water heater, but it should be closer to the dielectric unions. And we got rust and corrosion. That doesn't even look like a dielectric union. What are they doing with that? How did that happen? I mean, the water heater's not that old. Okay. We should have insulation on the temperature pressure relief valve, and this valve should have an air gap in the same room as the water heater. And then over here on our gas piping that's exposed, we should also have a sediment trap to help prevent impurities from getting into the burner. So what do we learn? We learned that we do not have our gas piping, and our piping is exposed. We learned that we don't have a sediment trap. We learned that we do not have a care and use manual. We learned that we don't have an air gap in the same on the temperature pressure relief valve in the same room as the water heater. We learned that we don't have an air gap. We learned that this is not insulated. All right. We learned that maybe we don't have dielectric unions. We got rust and corrosion on our pipe. We learned it's a 50-gallon water heater. We learned that we got holes, daylight coming in around our flue. That's what we learned. Those are some of the things we learned. That is rodent urine. See all that beautiful coloration in there? Man, that's awesome.